fucking awesome album. He's got it on vinyl. I'm gonna go pick a copy up here pretty soon. It's really good. I love it. I know we just rolled out of the Artist of the Week, but I was listening to this and it kind of set the mood for this little road trip I just took, man. So I was like, I'm gonna roll in my intro with this, and it's gonna be fucking awesome. But I'm gonna turn it down now. Turn it off so I don't suck my battery dead. Well, what's up, you fucking fuckers? It's been a while, man. I went on a little hiatus. Once again, our Artist of the Week are the Foleys. They're out of the Missoula area, I believe, in Montana. Phil, formerly of the Whiskey Hooves, and Stone Elk is in this band, and they're great. Really dig them. Big thanks to Alexis for organizing that little video you just saw. I'm editing most of the episodes on my phone now. However, I feel like Alexis still does a better job at the Artist of the Week, so I've had her do it. Joking with Justin's on hiatus for a minute. He's in the middle of a move right now. He doesn't have any internet, so. But yeah, man, I haven't been feeling real therapeutic lately, man. To be honest with you, I just have not wanted to, haven't wanted to fucking talk about shit, really, you know? I've just wanted to, kind of keep to myself. I've just been going to work, coming home. I'm getting ready for tour with Stone Evergreen Travelers. As excited as I am about that, I'm also a little bit stressed. Just trying to keep myself from going too broke, going too crazy, you know. So, and it snuck up on me like it always does. But it's been a while since I've been out, so I'm a bit nervous, man. I'll be honest. I'm not quite the road dog I used to be. Used to live for this shit. Now I'm kind of a homebody. I got a lot of obligations here. Got the love of a good woman. Makes it kind of hard to leave. Got a cool little house. Started a little garden. Really wish my phone would quit fucking doing this shit right now. It's pissing me off. See if I can get it to stop. But yeah, so I just got done recording a little segment that I'm about to show you guys. It's like a little 2-part segment. It's pretty rad. So I've been down most back roads in Morrow County, and but this side of Morrow County that I moved to, particularly in the Ione area, I haven't really had a lot of driving time out here. So I decided, Claire had a class to take, and Raw was not all that great this week. So I decided to fucking take a little drive. And I ended up in a random spot. I ended up at a historical site that I didn't know existed. And it's this place called Wells Springs. And there is an apparently, so when I go to this place and you watch this, I've since called the historical expert, Mr. Jody Blackwater Dern, in on this because I wasn't sure. Some of the markers are kind of confusing. So I'm not sure if this site honestly was a war site or just a death site for an old colonel, I think, or general. I can't remember. You'll see it in this. I recorded it, but it's still like fresh, so I didn't. I don't know. I was kind of in the moment too, but so then I found out. I actually called Jody after I got done recording, and it's funny because like I do this big thing where I talk about how, you know, life's short and all this stuff, and you know, and then I kind of found out Jody told me this guy that's buried here might not have been such a great guy, but I'm standing on his grave as I Facebook call Jody, video call him, and ask him if he knew where I was, and he was talking about how this guy was a genocidal piece of shit, was his exact words. So there was some Indian, you know, cowboy and Indian war shit out here. Not 100% sure what tribe. Probably the Umatilla tribe, but I think there was a couple other ones out here too. I think Nez Perce had a few tribes out here. I'm not 100% sure. God, I wish Jody was here. We should do another episode where we get Jody and go back out there and do some more research and check it out, and then figure out what we're, you know, exactly we're doing. But it was cool. I just rolled up on this historical site, and I couldn't figure out how the Oregon Trail was tied to this, because it said it was a Oregon Trail historical site as well. And Jody told me, as I was standing on this guy's grave that was a general of an army or something, Gilliam was his last name, and which makes sense because the county next to us is Gilliam County. So I'm sure he probably set up roots out that way. But Jody was telling me that on the way out here, as the immigrants from, you know, the eastern side of the state were coming over here to settle, they get out here to Oregon, and it's just a fucking desert, you know, and it's fucking hot. And then they found the springs out here, Wells Springs, and it was clean water, or not clean, but drinkable water for them to drink. There's a historical site about a half mile away from where I was standing that I ended up stopping at as well, that is actually Wells Springs, and it shows like more into it. And I couldn't get back in there. I don't know who the fuck made the historical site, but apparently they didn't make it for big fat guys to go through. You gotta be you gotta be under 200 pounds to get through this opening, and I am not. So, and I thought about hopping the fence, but I was like, I'm gonna get hurt. And then, so one side of it's fine, the other side's not. You know, I need about three more inches to get through there. I kind of want to go through there and check out the rest of the markers, because there's like historical markers out there in this field. And but it's really cool. I show footage of like these little markers. You can read them and stuff. And I kind of wish I could have got out to the other one, but I was afraid of either breaking the fence, which I definitely didn't want to break the fence trying to hop it, because my fat ass, you know, I don't think it would have held me up, to be completely honest. So, but anyways, yeah, so we'll roll into that, and then I'll come back, and I will finish you guys off with a few things. It's pretty cool. So, peace. What's up, folks? So my trip today on gravel road therapy took me to a place I'd never been to. I've been to just about every back road in Morrow County, at least I thought, until today. Some of these back roads between Ione and Boardman, I've never been out this far, and there's partly a reason for that, because as you see, this is an old Oregon Trail historic site that I found, This is pretty rad. We'll go in a second. It hasn't had much work done to it for a while, sadly. But part of that reason is this past this fence is all Navy land. So they used to do bomb experiments, all kinds of shit out here. So, but we'll walk in here. I had no idea this existed. I'm gonna have to bring Blackwater out here, or Paige. So it's definitely got an aura about it. This is pretty cool. The American Legion Hall put this in here in 1970. It's a cemetery. But as you can see, there's no graves. And it explains on here that a lot of the cattle drives back in the day tore down the grave markers because they were just wood. But yeah, there's a few people buried here from the Oregon Trail, and I believe an Indian war happened here. So we'll come over here. Col Cornelius Gilliam. I'm gonna have to look in to this guy a little bit, because I know he's got to be a big deal, because Gilliam County's next to us. But he was killed at this spot in an Indian war in 1848, March 24th, 1848. It was just like a month ago, a little under a month ago. What a trip. So, there's no flag out here. They probably at one point had one. Probably rotted off. What a trip. Yeah, I had no idea this existed. He was buried where he was killed. Then I wonder if they turned a cemetery into it because of this. What a cool thing. There's definitely an ambience out here. It's funny too, because let me zoom in for all of you folks that are watching that aren't from Oregon. Everybody thinks about Portland. They think big trees and waterfalls and giant mountains, but this land that you're looking at here, this kind of landmass right here, this is what makes up Oregon. A very, very large portion of it. But yeah. So anyways, for any of you guys that want to look this up, that's pretty rad. Yeah. Anyways, I don't know what else to say. I saw this as I was driving past. I knew it was something special. So I stopped. I actually, honestly, I mean, I kind of know where I am, but I don't know where this road leads to. I mean, I could turn around and make it home, but I know this road has to lead someplace, but I don't know where. So, yeah, all this land over here is Navy land. They used to conduct bombs. Let's walk to the end of the field and see if we can see anything. There's a little trail here. Hopefully I'm not stepping on anybody. That's kind of weird to think about, that there's people here buried. And to be honest, you know, these people all had lives and stories to tell, and now they don't even have a marker to represent. See, it's Navy land. I'm probably getting like surveillanced right now. But yeah, there's no markers. I'm out of shape. To even mark that they're buried here, you know. If you're just driving past and you're not paying attention, you know, you could drive right past it and not realize. It just tells you how weird life is, you know. Oosh. You hear the coyotes? Oh, they are fucking everywhere. Huh. Cool. I guess, kind of. But yeah, just shows you what kind of like what kind, I guess. I don't know what I'm even trying to say. And I guess it shows you like how much you take life for granted, because eventually all of us are going to be gone. This whole fucking world will be gone. You know, none of this is going to mean nothing. But it shows you right now that this world used to be a way different place. There's no technology. No nuclear war, just hand-to-hand combat with guns. Not even super, advanced guns like we have now. What a trip. I'm gonna have to look this up, because it's weird to think that something so historical happened. And yeah, so weird to think that something so historical happened out here and nobody really knew about it, you know. I have to take a picture and send it to Blackwater. But don't take life for granted, folks, because eventually we might all be a memory. And in these guys' case, unfortunately, a very, very distant one. So, hope people stop and show their respects when they do come out this way. Alright, I'm gonna go record some more. This is pretty fucking sweet. Probably shouldn't be cussing. They probably am cursed or something now. Anyways, I'll be back. So, I just drove up the road a little bit, and I video called old Blackwater Dern. You might know him from a hit podcast such as Dogwater Radio and Road Tripping with Dog and Dern. So he told me about this place, which is like maybe half mile up the road from the last place we're at. This is Wells Spring. And fuck, they must have built this back when people were skinny, because I'm gonna get stuck in here like Winnie the Pooh. He said this was a hub for Oregon trailer settlers, because there's a spring out here, That's one of the only places to get water out in this place. And hey, Charles Doherty. Cool. Those are all the original settlers, I guess, from the Oregon Trail. That's crazy. There's still Dohertys and Elsons and Bakers all around here. I don't know if you can read that. It's pretty funny. Not much better than a mud hole. Oregon Trail immigrants choked on clouds of dust. Oh. Yeah, the old Missoula flood apparently rolled right through here, for these of you guys that don't know that. I'm probably going to Pathway to the Garden of the World. This is a trip. Oh, there wasn't a huge war. He accidentally killed himself when he discharged his rifle. Huh, I wish we had old Jody here. Sorry. More about the women mission. It's getting freaking chilly out here. So, Jody also told me that a lot of the stuff is very one-sided. Let's come over here and check this out. This is really cool. Wow, there's a bunch of crap up here. Please take nothing but pictures. Leave nothing but trash. Or leave nothing but... Wow, this is kind of embarrassing. I can't get through here. Yep, well, that's that. I can't get through their walkway. Bunch of markers over there. Huh. I'm kind of bummed. Alright. I could get over there if I want, but I'm going to get hurt if I try. I'm going to guess the Springs is back there. Let me read what the sign says. Well, that's that, I guess. Cool little story. Have to do some editing. Alright, folks, we're back. You saw that little segment there. You know, I was thinking, like, maybe me and Blackwater should do some kind of segment where we do, like, Morrow County history. And do, like, little B+ documentaries about things that happened around here. That'd be pretty rad. So anyways, I got list a few things here. So happy Record Store Day. Sorry that Facebook sucks. I wanted to do this big giveaway, but Facebook was really just being terrible, man. So, I fucking bummed about that. So, anybody who watches this that took a selfie with their favorite Ruckus merch, and by Ruckus merch, it was, you know, any band that was on the label, and to be specific, the Stoned Evergreen Travelers, Dogbite Harris, James Honeycutt, Felix Thursday, the Cheatin' Hearts, or Billy Hood. So anybody in those kind of, any shirts, stickers, anything like that, any Ruckus in the Records label merch, you know, anything like that as well. And then if you take a selfie and you posted it to your page and tagged us, which it wasn't showing me any tags, and then people were telling me it wouldn't let them tag, so fuck you, Facebook, you fucking motherfuckers. But any of you guys who did that, just hit me up and I'll send you something in the mail. Unfortunately, I'm not going to give the giant prize pack away. We didn't get 10 people entered that I know of, and it's a pretty big prize pack. So anybody who fucking can check, you know, anybody who can who entered, hit me up and I'm gonna send you something in the mail. So anyways, yeah, I was kind of bummed about that. So let's see, trying to think what else. Oh man, Notre Dame's on fire right now as I'm recording this. Notre Dame's on fire, which is you know, I'm not Catholic, and I see a lot of people, oh, fuck the Catholic religion and blah blah blah, and you know, Nazi sympathizers and blah 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 blah. So I mean, I get it. Like, I understand, like, the Catholic religion isn't necessarily a religion that makes a lot of sense to most people. And, you know, they are notorious for child molestation charges and hiding them, you know, which is the worst part about it. You know, you can't control what people do. Sucks that a priest gets in trouble for, you know, multiple priests get in trouble for touching boys and shit like that, you know. But the big issue comes is when the church tries to fucking hide it. That's when it becomes a disgusting mess. And that's when you kind of start to lose respect for that. But, I mean, either way, we got a lot of historical buildings that are, you know, disintegrating, and that one was a beautiful one. You know, I think that anybody who is applauding the complete and total you know, demolishing, if you will, of a historical site that's in such pristine shape, you know, you probably should go fuck yourself. You know, it's not necessarily all about a religion at that point. It's just the fact that history's on fire, you know, and something so pretty, and, you know, even if it doesn't necessarily have a good memory for some folks, you know, it's still historical, you know. It's not like it's Jenny Gump's dad's house, you know. It's got a lot behind it. But anyways, so thoughts to Paris, man. Over there in France, it sucks. But yeah. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that little history lesson that I just took you down. I don't know if it's so much a lesson or not. I'm going to have to do some more research. Like I said, we got to get Blackwater in on this. So anyways, another thing. So also, here's something I've been thinking about as well. And I'm sorry to be all bouncy, and it's been a while since I've done a gravel road therapy. And like I said, it's because haven't been in a great place lately. Just mentally, physically as well. So, and I recorded a little segment the other day that kind of went into this, and I decided not to post it because the other segment's very, very negative. And I don't want it to come off as negative. You know, I want to explain some stuff and how some things are going to work. So after I get off tour, I'll be pumping the brakes on a lot of things, as far as the record label and anything Ruckus goes, or anything Dog Bite goes. I just need a break. I thought cutting out Ruckus in the Boonies would be good enough for me to gather myself and get my head back in the game. And just the fact of the matter is, it's not, you know. And this isn't a it's not a goodbye, and it's not that I'm shutting the label down, but I made a lot of promises at the beginning of the year, and once again, I know we're not even halfway in, and I know that I'm not going to be able to make good on a lot of those. And I'm tired of making promises I can't keep, and I keep telling myself, well, if I make them, I'll feel obligated to do them. And, you know, financially, my household is just not doing very well, and it sucks every time I turn around. It seems like I've got another fucking expense, man. Like, nothing is done well. There's a lot of it, you know. The Ruckus in Tacoma didn't do good. The Splatterhouse Ruckus this year didn't do good. I've sank I've sank thousands of dollars into this, and it's not producing. And I love the bands on the label, but albums aren't selling real good. So it's just one of those things where it's time to take a little breath, and we'll end up probably doing a couple projects this year. I know Honeycutt has got an album that he wants to put out, and I want to put it out. And the Travelers are hitting the studios again. I want to do that. And they've also got another project called Bazooka Benny that I want to do. I also made a promise to Billy Hood, you know. So I mean, we got plenty going on still, but we just need to figure out better ways to make it pay for itself, because I can't pay for it anymore, you know. And it doesn't help that the last two projects I've done, I haven't been real proud of. I wasn't real proud of the Honeycutt Dog Bite split, and Honeycutt's side of that album sounds absolutely amazing, but mine, not so much. And it's not so much that I was high as fuck on Vicodin, and at the very end of the fucking 2006, the first most fucking stressful Ruckus ever, I threw up blood that fucking weekend, and then found out I have a bunch of ulcers a couple months after that. So But anyways, there's a car too, so now I'm distracted. So, I just wasn't real proud of that product of my end. And then something happened with the Cheating Hearts album where I fucking printed some copies of it, and something happened with the mastering, and I missed it, and it bummed me out. So it just didn't turn out as good as I'd hoped. So I'm going to redo the Cheating Hearts album at some point too, but I'm just tired of feeling stressed about everything, and it's a lot of stuff that I just need to take care of as well on business side of things before I can go too much further, but just so you know, like, I'll probably drop off Facebook quite a bit. I still want to do gravel road therapy though. I like doing gravel road therapy. It's really therapeutic. It's low stress. And I really like doing double talking as well. It's a lot of fun interviewing people. I'd like to do some other projects like that as well, but low stress, tired of scrounging up gas money to get to work when I'm making more money than I ever have in my life, and Claire's working too, but we're just fucking not surviving. And then you throw all this stuff into the mix, losing money at shows and whatever. It's time for a new game plan. And instead of going, just fucking bulldozing into shit and causing more damage, I want to stop, take a breath, and fix the damage that I have already in front of me. So, like I said, we're not dead, but we'll probably be a little quieter for the rest of the year. We'll see what happens. Just slowing down. And after this tour, I'm going to need it. Another thing too is, me and Claire are celebrating our 7th anniversary this year. And we, probably closer to 6 years out of those years of taking care of the whole household, pretty much on my own. And Claire now has a job, and she's went to school, and she's worked really hard to get ahead. And for like 4 out of 7 of the, probably like 5 out of 7 of those years, she was just a stay-at-home mom. She didn't work, she didn't go to school, she didn't do nothing, but stay at home. And she battled her own shit, and I won't go into it because it's her shit, and she might not want to talk about it on here. So, but we went through some dark times, and we're in happier times now. And we worked really hard to get here, and she spent a lot of years being underappreciated and feeling inadequate in our relationship because of these things. And she supported me, and she took the back seat to Ruckus and the Boonies. And it's time that I give her some more attention and allow her to do things that she loves without, it's her turn to be able to focus on doing things that she loves. And while I kind of help support her, and I'm happy to do so. That's how a relationship should work. I love her very much. She's my best friend, and we love her daughter. And, honestly, we'll probably be getting officially married soon. So, maybe there'll be a little ruckus because we convinced a few bands to come out and hang out, and we'll hang out. But we don't have any solid plans for that yet. But, it's probably coming. But it's my time to give her some more of me, because I've been kind of distant for fucking ever, because it took a lot of work out of me to do Ruckus and the Boonies. And she sat at home and didn't do shit. And finally she took the reins. She'd had enough of it. And she decided to go to school. And then when we moved to Ione, she got a job, a good one too. And she really likes it there. So everything's working out good. She's got a lot of trainings and stuff she wants to go to. And you know what? My daughter hasn't been on a fucking vacation with her dad and for a long time. You know, not a decent one anyways. Her summers have been kind of boring. So I'd like to take my daughter out and do some stuff, you know. And so I'm going to do me for a while. And in the process, we'll just try to keep the label doing stuff on their own. And if it can't do it on its own, probably just won't happen because it's just too much stress. So, like I said, we're not shutting down. I'm just probably going to slow down a bit. We're saying that too, though. I mean, we got some stuff coming up that might be good, you know. So be on the lookout. Don't count us out. Don't take what I'm saying as there's nothing new coming, you know. It's just need to take a breath. But anyways, that's about all I got this week, man. Probably record a lot out on the road with the travelers and the makeup for it. And right now I'm kind of concentrating. I'm trying to focus on getting merch done. I'm trying to focus on some other stuff. Speaking of merch, before I take off, Dan Infecto does my merch. And if you get a chance to get his new album, it is fucking amazing. It's called Every Drop of Blood. It's fucking awesome. So I'm probably going to see if he'll be my artist of the week here pretty soon. It's really good. I've always liked Dan's music, but I've never fully really loved it, you know. It's genius, but it's like almost too good. It's like it's not it's like it's too smart for me. I think, you know, it's too artistic for me. But this shit here is fucking rocking. It's fucking my favorite Dan Infecto album, and it's killer. It reminds me of some stoner metal. It's real heavy. It's almost got like an early 90s Mark Lanegan thing going. Been referencing Mark Lanegan a lot lately, but it's because he's fresh on my mind. But real early, dark, heavy, sludgy stuff. It's good. It's really good. You should pick it up. I'm going to try to get him on as Artist of the Week. Anyways, but yeah, that's about all I got for this week, man. Sorry, I'm kind of bouncing around. I hope you guys enjoyed that little segment. It's kind of got my wheels rolling, man, for maybe a new idea for a new show. But, anyways, man, I hope you guys have a good fucking night. Good week. Remember, I'm not a actual therapist. I just play one on YouTube, and go hit up our stores. Hit up our online stores. Like and subscribe to our Facebook. I'm trying to think. Yeah. And anybody who wants to sponsor this show, or anybody who wants to send in free products for me to try out, hit me up, man. I'm here. We're just a couple folks away from 50 subscribers, which is pretty cool for like a year, I guess. For me just sitting here rambling about bullshit, not much else. So, sorry it took so long to get to you once again. I'm not a therapist. I just play one on YouTube. I'll see you fucking fuckers next week.